Well, I'd like to see a more comprehensive plan outlined in the State address. To be particularly honest, I think out of his last State addresses, this was probably one of the most weakest ones to say. Not a lot of content within here, not a lot of details. And so, when you're outlining basically what your priorities are for this next legislative session, we'd like to hear a little bit more content in regards to the plans. Well, the comeback of Detroit, we're all happy about. The grand bargain and basically emerging from one of the largest municipal bankruptcies in this country's history is a very big accomplishment. And this legislature has done that, or previous legislatures have done that. But I think it's a little disingenuous to compare that to Detroit Public Schools. This was a package of bills, first of all, and he gave praises and shout outs to legislators on the other side of the aisle, but these bills were crafted without any Detroit input. And these bills were passed without any Detroit input. And it's been found that the $685 million that was allocated to Detroit Public Schools has not yet solved this problem. We still have schools that have deplorable conditions. We still have overcrowded classrooms in the city of Detroit in regards to our public schools. And so there was no real comprehensive plan even to talk about how we're going to continue to fix Detroit Public Schools. And so that was, again, very disingenuous by the governor, I believe. We like to see Detroit Public Schools improve. He talked about local control. But yet our school boards don't have the same rights, or they don't have the same type of structure as every other school board across the state. So how did this actually fix Detroit Public Schools? I think he did a lot of patting himself on the back and painting a great picture instead of talking about some of the detrimental things that have been done in the state within the last term. Well, I honestly think that, it was very disrespectful to the citizens of the city of Flint. We talk about basically a sinkhole, but when we talk about folks who are still suffering in the city of Flint, folks who don't have still no access to clean drinking water, folks and generations who are going to continue to basically be affected by what happened in Flint, and you don't roll out a comprehensive plan, I think it's very disrespectful to that city. I think it's disrespectful to the mayor, Mayor Karen Weaver, who was sitting there, who's been fighting and advocating for Flint. If I find it very disturbing in that regard, that we talk about replacing lead pipes, but we don't talk about the entire infrastructure of those individuals in those homes. We can tear up every pipe under Main Street, but unless we go into the neighborhoods and work on where folks actually live, residents actually live in these homes, and provide some relief for them to get their lives back together and have access to clean drinking water, we're doing them a disservice.